All right, you guys, we have spent time in kindergarten and first grade always telling you guys to make sure you write a complete sentence or make sure it's a whole thought. But in second grade, we're going to spend a little bit of time talking how we make a complete sentence. Okay? So sentences really have two parts. They have the naming part and the telling part. And when we smush those together, we have a whole sentence. So the naming part kind of tells us who. It names it. Who? Like Mrs. Lawler, or my mom, or we, or the school. These are examples of the naming part, who the sentence is about. Okay? And then there's also a telling part. The telling part tells us like what's happening or where is it happening or why is it happening. Okay? These parts are like can go to the store, likes to jump, is at home. Okay? So then when we smush the naming part and the telling part together, we get a whole sentence. So if I did my mom is at home, then we have a complete sentence. So let's look at some naming and telling parts and let's see if we have any complete sentences. Here we go. All right, so now we're going to sort these. Naming part goes here, telling part goes here. Eats lunch. Does that tell us who or about what's happening? Yeah, about what's happening. What about Ms. Lawler? Is that a who or what's happening? Yep, it's a who. What about the dog? The dog is a naming part. It tells me who. Loves to go shopping. Where would we put that? Yeah, the telling part. My family is a naming part. And has a jacket is the telling part. All right, what I've done here is I've sorted sentences into what is a complete sentence and what is an incomplete sentence. Incomplete sentence means it's not a full sentence. It's not a full thought. It means it doesn't have the naming and the telling part. So let's look at the incomplete first. Runs. That doesn't tell us who. Target. Well, what about Target? It's a great store, but is the sentence telling me what's happening at Target? And is hungry. Well, who is hungry? So let's look at the complete sentence. Mrs. Lawler eats lunch. We have the naming part, and then we have the telling part. The dog can jump. The naming part, the telling part. My family loves to go shopping. The naming part and the telling part. So today you are going to complete a Kahoot about complete and incomplete sentences.